Hey everybody, welcome back to Sport Bike Menace. Today we're going to talk about the 3.0 that's going to get released soon in March 26th. There's been multiple talks about it. Everyone is hyped up. Everybody's ready for it. Ruroc released 2 videos in this past week, so I want to update everybody on the progression that they're doing. I will say and give my opinion, the designs that they're picking for the helmet, the artwork is beautiful. Beautiful. And I never had a problem with their artworks because there was multiple helmets that I wanted to pick from because I love their designs. And they showed a little bit of it, and I'm gonna see if, in the camp, I don't want to play the video, I just want to show you guys they do have it out. Go on ruroc's channel and you'll be able to see their designs. And then down up top, the video is playing, the CEO made a video of how the road to the Atlas 3.0 and how they got to that point from 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and explaining themselves about their helmets. Now, I don't know if they made that video because I talked bad about their company on my 3.0 and that I said it was China made, and they went into specifics where the helmets are made from. They said that their helmets, and I'm not sure again if it's from they say that it's the Italians makes the shell. Now I don't know if the cheek pads, if they're made in the UK or they're made somewhere else. So again, this is not to talk bad about them. We're gonna see what the quality looks like once it's released, and if they release more information on what they changed on the helmet, we're gonna see that in the upcoming weeks. I'm happy to see it, because I want to see what changes they made, if they fix all the problems from 2.0. Now, the reason why I made a 3.0 review, they released a video, and I've seen what they changed, right? Yes, they upgraded the materials in the cheek pad, but how deep did they change it? How much did they change? Because if they didn't change the way, there's these pins in the back that get pushed into the helmet, and they're very fragile. And then the ones in the very back, there's 2 of them that you press towards the back, and it has 2 holes. Those are even more fragile than the ones that goes on the side of the helmet. So we're gonna see if those got changed out, and are they thicker or longer, that it's easier to find the hose to clip it in. We're gonna see if that emergency cheek pad, if it comes out too easily, and like it's a flap, and the flap comes out really easy. That thing was annoying. Another thing that I was worried about is that the cheek pads are too squishy. I think it needs to be a little bit in the medium of firmness, but we'll see what they changed. I won't be able to do the full review on that helmet because I'm not buying it, because one, I don't got the money for it, and even if I had the money for it, I'm planning to buy a racing helmet. That is not considered a racing helmet. That's considered a sport touring helmet. You can use it on a sport bike, but it's not a racing helmet. Racing helmets even have the vents to open and close, and they're also made lightweight. Now, don't get me wrong. I think rurocs are the lightest weight helmets. Don't quote me on that, but that's what they announce all the time. At least we won't say that ruroc said it. I think it was Chase on 2 Wheels that said that it's the lightest weight of all the helmets that he've tested. But anyways, it's a good looking helmet. My biggest gripe of it was that the 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 looked the same. They're the same shell. The interior of the helmet got changed, but that's the same thing they did from the 1.0 to the 2.0. It got changed. Then they went from the 2.0 to the 3.0. That again, the inside got changed and some of the art design. Now, most likely, again, the visor is going to change, but it's the pivot points of where it's going to stop at in the visor. We already know that's going to change because we had a problem with that. At least it needs to stop right here, so when I'm at a red light, I'm getting at least some air in. I don't want to open it all the way up just to close it all the way back down. People have problems with that, so I know they're changing that. We got to see what they're changing here with the cheek pads. They re-engineered the shockwave, but to me, I'm sorry, the shockwave needed a completely brand new, fresh engineer. And one guy actually made a good point. He said they should have made a remote for your handlebar. Bluetooth to Bluetooth, and you can change it through dials or buttons. I prefer dials, and then certain buttons you can use to answer your phone call and to hang up a phone call. So there's that was a good engineering idea. But I believe that ruroc should make, you know, maybe like a head unit where it goes to the side of the helmet, and it can be built in to the helmet, like, you know, be kind of flush on the sides, and then just a little knob sticks out, you know, something pretty cool that they can engineer. It could be tucked away, you know, in one of the vents, and you know, you can just move it through there. But we'll see what they do with the 4.0, because I told them I'm hoping the 4.0 is different. Now, another thing that makes me upset with their helmets is all of them look the same. Meaning, so their snowboarding helmet kind of looks the same as their motorcycle helmet, and then their dirt bike helmets look kind of the same as all three of them look the same. Like, they changed things. Of course, they had to change things because they're all made for different events. How about that? So I don't want to talk bad of them, because they are at least making an effort to do changes. It's just not the right changes that they should have made. Now, the CEO of their company said a lot of important things. So they said that they bought a factory or a building, and they're going to be building their own helmets. Now, I don't know if the 3.0 is going to be made in that factory, or they're using someone else for now, and then 4.0 might be getting made from their factory that they just bought. And it's going to be built in the UK. So their I guess their quality inspection, like, they're going to inspect it much deeper, because it's going to be right there. It's not going overseas and then coming back to them. So that's what I think he said. And again, I want you guys to watch that video. Don't take my word for it. He said a lot of cool things. They want to be different compared to other manufacturers for helmets, like Bell and all these other ones. He says, you know, if you take the stickers off, they all look the same. I agree, but I disagree with him, because if you think about it, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, they're all the same. You take the sticker off, they're all the same. There's no different from 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. So, I mean, I think he was a little bit hypocrite on that one. I think he bit more than what he can chew on that. Because at least with Bell and all the other products, they have different lineups with different names for those lineups. So you got the Bell Qualifier, the Bell Evo, Bell, there's a race 1 qualifier, race, I don't know. So AGV has all the other ones too, and they kind of look, they changed the shell just a little bit. And everyone, Icon also changed their helmets around too. So there's multiple brands that do change it up, you know, because they have to, because eventually you can't keep running the same product over and over without changing the shell and making it look different. And I want to see how they change their product on the 4.0, if they even make a 4.0, and maybe they might make a different name. Instead of Atlas, it can be a different name, you know. And then maybe they'll probably do the same crap again, 1.0, 2.0, which I hope they don't. I hope they learned their lesson on what the safety for motorcyclists is. Now, what I suggested to them was that they should make multiple brands. Like, how do I say this? You want a cheaper version, so you got more of a customer base. So you got a cheaper brand, which says, say, $200, then you got $300, and then you got $5. And even if you wanted to go up to $8, you know, you can go up to $8. But you want to hit every business market on the motorcycle scene, because for me, as a YouTuber, I want to make sure that everybody who's watching my video understand that ruroc is not your first helmet that you should buy. Because one, the price. For at least for the 2.0, you don't want that as your first helmet. Maybe the 3.0, because we got to see how the quality comes out. But if the quality ain't good for the 3.0, it's not going to be your first helmet, because it's going to be expensive. Most likely, you're going to round it off to $550 to $600 for that helmet. That's a premium price for a helmet. And if it doesn't come out with good quality, and you're on a tight budget, you're going to go for a cheaper helmet. And the bad thing is, because I showed a friend my Bell qualifier, and I guess that's how that's the name brand. But anyways, I compared the quality from my Bell to the ruroc, and my Bell has better quality than ruroc's. So that's just me being real and being honest about it. I mean, other people, if you buy the ruroc and you compare it to your old helmet and you check the quality, and you guys can make that decision yourselves. You know, no one's here to crap on that company. They're a brand new company, and I can respect that. They're trying something new. They're making money. You know, they had to make money for how expensive those helmets are getting sold. They had to make money. They must be, you know, they're buying their own building to do a factory, and it's not a small building either. So anyways, remember guys, watch their videos. Go to ruroc's channel for sport says Sport Bike Menace. Go to their channel on YouTube, ruroc, and then you can see their videos. And again, I like their designs, and I like what he had to say about their business. It was really very cool that he went out there and he said he's the CEO. So I can show I can send him a whole bunch of respect for that. Now, I did give my opinion on their YouTube channel, which I doubt they're going to put a like or a comment because I rubbed them the wrong way. And again, I'm just not a kiss ass. I'm going to agree with you or I'm going to disagree with you, and we're going to leave it at that. If you don't like me for it, then, you know, you shouldn't be in business at that point because you're taking everything to heart, when in reality, motorcyclists matter. Being safe matters. Engineering your helmets matter. If I'm complaining about the engineering and the quality, that matters. Everybody else is so worried about how good looking it is. Oh, that's a pretty boy helmet. Oh, it's very expensive. And if I buy the helmet, everybody's going to respect me in the motorcycle community. No, not at all. Because when you get into a motorcycle accident, how well is that going to protect your head? How much of a concussion are you going to have? You know, is it going to leave you brain damage? The helmet itself can also kill you if you don't think about it. Like, if you think about it, really, if you sit there and think about it, the helmet can kill you just as much as it protects you. So anyways, check their videos out. Remember, hit like, subscribe, put a comment. Everybody stay warm, stay safe. I'll catch you guys on the next video.